So what are the 3 things you need to do within any prospecting call you have? Here's a video. It's a short one, it's a quick one, but there are 3 things that you can do that can make sure you get the best from your sales conversations with prospects. My name's James White. I'm the UK's leading prospect conversion expert. Let's have a look at the 3 ideas and see what you can do to implement them and get success for your business. When you're engaging with a prospect, either for the first time or the second time, the most important thing you can do is be clear about what it is you want to achieve and what the parameters are of the prospect call. Be clear about the agenda. What is it you want to get from the session? And actually be clear about the time that you've got with that prospect and what you're going to actually do as a result of the call. Ask them if they've still got the 30 minutes that you've previously allocated for the call, and then outline what you're going to go through over the course of the call to understand them, their challenges, what they do, how they're looking to solve those, and then leave a few minutes at the end for you to outline a little bit more about you and what you do to help other companies, and then be in a position to close it off with the next step. If you present a clear outline and be clear to the prospect what you're going to get from the call and what the use of their time is going to be, you're going to have a far better chance of building a better rapport with them, respecting their time, and hopefully building a relationship that can lead to business. So the second thing, but the most important thing that you need to do on any prospecting call or meeting that you have, is to spend most of the time questioning and asking the prospect about what they're doing in their business and the challenges they're facing. I see it on a regular basis, and I listen to sales calls from telesales teams who initially engage with the prospect and then suddenly start to see that as an opportunity to open their mouth and rabble on about what it is their company does. And I can tell you now, it's not the right way to build a rapport with a prospect. The first thing you must do is seek to understand that prospect. Stephen Covey talked about seek first to understand, to then be understood. Understand the prospect by asking questions. John, tell me about the situation that you've got at the moment. Or I'd love to know more about your plans for the next 6 months, Paul. What is it you're looking to achieve? Or tell me more about the challenges that you're facing in the business and why you've asked me to come in and have a chat to you today. Use questions and method to understand and investigate with the prospect. And you should be spending no more than a third of the conversation, so around 30% of the time should be you talking and 70% of the time should be your prospects talking. If you're not doing that, if you're not having those type of conversations and it's mainly about you, you're going to be in a position where you're going to start to annoy the prospect, wind them up, and it's going to lead potentially to a more challenging sales relationship. The final thing you've got to do when you have a prospect call is be very, very clear and definitive on the next step that's going to happen following the call you've had. It could well be that during the call you've identified that you're not a fit to work with that prospect, and in which case you might say, based upon what we've said, I don't think this is going to actually work for us here and therefore we're not right for you. And if that's what's the case, then that's fine, say that. But if you do feel there's a connection, if you find that the prospect has a problem that you can solve, be very clear about your process and with the prospect and what you want to happen next. What I'd like to do next, John, is to invite you to come and visit one of our sites, be clear about that, and then set a time and a date in which to follow up with that prospect and ensure it's in their diary. Get a definitive time and date with them, because if they can't give you that, it's a warning sign you should take account of. And it's maybe a sign that they're maybe not as committed to this as you might think they are. But get a date and time from them committed, get it in their diary, ensure it's scheduled, and you've got a far better chance of them moving into the next stage of your sales process. So there are my 3 things of what to do on a prospect call. But tell me your thoughts. What's worked for you when you've engaged with prospects? Are the 3 ideas I've talked about here what you've used to get success? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you love the video and if you think this has helped you get better sales results or can help you get better sales results, please subscribe to the channel or share it with family or colleague or friends and make sure that they also get the latest tips so that they can get better sales results. My name's James White. I'm the UK's leading prospect conversion expert, and I love sharing my sales hints and tips with you to enable you to turn target numbers into actual numbers. I look forward to sharing more video tips with you soon.